Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Everybody awake? Trustee Gray?
Present.
Trustee Caprio? Trustee Rogers?
Present.
Trustee Sweets?
Present.
Trustee Nancy-Trikey?
Present.
Trustee Varian?
Present.
Mayor Yukich?
Present. Are there any amendments to the agenda? We have a recognition today for Mr. Better? I thought I was loud enough. We have a recognition tonight for Mr. Joe Maska, and I guess we'll come out by you, Joe, and
I'll take this off. I'll give it to him afterwards.
Hi, Joe. Thanks, Joe. You're quite welcome. Where? I still got to read some of this, but then I know more than what we want to say. Sure. Just, it's not we're all honored to have you before us with Making the Difference Award. Joe has demonstrated his ability to make a difference for the community throughout the 16 years of volunteer committee to the Village's Planning Commission. Many of you would be amazed with the leadership and guidance Joe provided to the Planning Commission. The Commission is responsible for reviewing zoning applications for map amendments, special use permits, variances, sign and plat applications recommended by the staff. Public hearings are held twice monthly where the recommendations are finalized to bring forward to the Village Board for consideration. Joe was appointed the new Village's first Plan Commissioner in June of 2001 and has been reappointed to the position for 5 consecutive terms. In May of 2014, Joe was appointed Chairman of the Commission as he held office through May of this year. Thank you for your dedicated and outstanding service and commitment to the community. Joe, you've truly made a difference, and we applaud you and honor you for all the years of service. I also thank you personally because I had the honor of being on the Planning Commission with Joe as my first stint with the Village.
That's right.
And I definitely didn't know what I was doing at the time. So I appreciate you guiding me.
Thank you.
Because it brought us all the way through to this. So I can't thank you enough for being on there, and the offer I made you still stands.
Okay.
But in recognition, this is a Making a Difference awarded to Joseph P. Maska for your dedicated years of outstanding service and commitment. Thank you for everything you have done. You truly have made a difference. In the Village of Homer Glen, Planning Commissioner from 2001 to 2015, Chairman 2015 to 2017.
Thank you very much. You want to say anything?
I just want to say it's been a pleasure, serving since before the beginning of the village. When I first started was sending an op-ed to one of the newspapers, and one of the organizing teams from this version that finally made it through picked up on it, and I became a volunteer for the incorporation. And it's just been a wonderful experience to be able to give back to the community ever since. And it's a pleasure and an honor. Thank you all.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the minutes of June 14th, 2017 Village Board meeting?
I so move.
Trustee Suisse,
Second.
trustee Gray. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Reports and communications from mayor and other officers. I'll put my cheaters on for this one. Evelyn's Gate North Park Dedication Ceremony. We would like you to join us for the dedication ceremony at our new neighborhood park on Monday, July 17th. The Village of Homer Glen Parks and Recreation Committee will host a park dedication ceremony at Evelyn's Gate North Park. The ceremony will begin at 6:30 p.m. Enjoy popcorn, snow cones, a game of water balloon toss, music, and fun with the neighbors and friends. Evelyn's Gate North Park is located at the Park Place and Sid Creek Drive in the Evelyn's Gate North subdivision. For more information, please contact the Village of Homer Glen at 708-301-0632. And again, to you, Joe, thank you very much. We appreciate it more than you know. We'll go to the trustees. Trustee Gray.
Your Honor, I'd just like to say that over the weekend I was able to attend the grand opening and the concert put on by Knute's Pizza, and it was great to see so many people out there, literally hundreds of people in the parking lot watching Rick Saucedo, the Elvis impersonator, as well as queuing up for complimentary pizzas and drinks. It was great to see, and I just want to wish them all the best in Homer Glen. That's all.
Thank you, Trustee Gray. Trustee Trachey.
Well, since you stole my report, I have nothing to report.
Thank you, Trustee Trachey. Trustee Berrien.
No report, Mayor.
Trustee Rogers.
I have no report.
Trustee Suisse.
Thank you, Mayor. Reporting for the Environment Committee. Nomination forms are available on the village website for the 2017 Community and Nature in Harmony Awards. The Environment Committee would like to thank Ms. Edith Macra, Director of Environmental Initiatives for with the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus, for her presentation last night. We would also like to thank Trustee Brian Berrien and the Community and Economic Development Committee for joining us. Reporting for the Homer Harvest Days Committee. The dates for this year's Homer Harvest Days are September 9 and 10 at the Trantina Farm. We are looking for volunteers and unique craft vendors. Please contact the Township Office at 708-301-0522 for more information. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Suisse. Mr. Sawyer.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. I have the Treasurer's Report of Cash and Investments at May 31st, 2017. It's the first month of our new fiscal year. It shows the general fund with a balance of $5,183,126.33. The special event fund had a balance of $59,339.04. The Environment Fund had a balance of $76,843.77. Motor Fuel Tax Fund had a balance of $3,695,810.57. The Park and Recreation Fund had a balance of $2,850,478.56. Debt Service Fund had a balance of $2,145,053.04. And the Capital Project Fund had a balance of $994,572.92. The EAB Tree Replacement Fund had a balance of $387,759.58. And the last fund, the Capital Project Bond Fund, had a balance of $14,896,948.12 for a grand total, all funds, $30,289,931.93. I had one other illustration to report on tonight, and it was just something I brought forward to Admin and Finance Committee, and it was the positive effect of the increase in the interest rates that we've had over the last, in particular the last 14 months or so. So this particular schedule, what it does is it shows you the total interest income that the village has earned over the last 4 fiscal years. And in 14, the village earned a little over $96,000, which was about $22,000 over the projected revenues. And at that point in time, the interest rates at April 30th were, not kidding, they were 35 thousandths of a percent. In fiscal 2015, the village earned a little under $90,000 in investment income, which was about $17,000 over budget, and the interest rate at the end of that year was 28 thousandths of a percent. And then in 16, once again, it earned around $88,000 in investment income, but the interest, which was about $15,000 over budget. And now in the month of April, we started to see an escalation in the rates, and it was now 0.3%. Sounds exciting, but that's a 982% increase over the previous year. It began to occur in April, so in fiscal year 17, you'll start to see the effect of a full year of these increased rates, and now our investment income rose to $187,000, which was $140,000 over the forecasted revenue. And at the end of the year, the interest rates was 0.8%. As of today, they're about 1.1%, so we're still continuing to see the recovery, and it is really significant here at the village. It's significant dollars in increased revenue, and I thought that would be good to see. It's good positive news, piggybacked off a good, sound treasurer's report. So that concludes my report tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Is there any questions? Nope. Village clerk? No report. Village attorney?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Public safety officials?
No report.
Village manager?
No report, Mayor.
Next will be public comment. We have one speaker today, Ken Keller from Knute's Pizza. If you want to come up front. That would work.
Yeah, I just want to, I own Knute's Pizza, and I opened here in Homer last week. I just want to thank everybody in the village. You guys have been super nice to work with, the mayor, Janie, Joe. Everybody's been super nice to help us get this business open in Homer, and I hope we're going to be here for a long time. It seems like a good community to start a business in. I just want to thank you guys personally.
We also want to thank you for coming into the village.
No problem. Any questions? No. I seen him over at the concert for Rick Cicito.
Yeah.
We had about 450 people show up for that. It was a nice little kickoff. We gave pizza, pop, cookies. So it was a nice little thing on Sunday.
Yep. And we know the pizza's good.
Yes, okay. All right, thank you. I just want to say thanks,
Ken.
okay?
We appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Next will be legislation action items. Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 17-044, an ordinance granting approval of a variance to permit a 5-foot, 50% open fence in a corner side yard in lieu of the required 4-foot, 50% open fence in the corner side yard, Chapter 220-812A, 4 of the Code of the Village of Homer, Glen, for certain real property located at 14001 West Clifton Lane, Homer, Glen, Illinois.
So moved.
Trustee Berrien,
Second.
Trustee Rogers, discussion?
I just have a quick question. It looks like you're just replacing an existing fence?
That's correct.
With a 5-foot request, what you're doing? Okay.
25-year-old fence is starting to deteriorate, and we're trying to keep the upkeep in the neighborhood and the property values up.
Okay. Thank you.
We appreciate that. Any other questions? Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Gray?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Sweet?
Aye.
Trustee Berrien?
Aye.
Trustee Knight-Petrarchi?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there a motion to recommend approval of a land donation agreement for 9.934 acres of the northwest portion of 159th Street, Leopolis property related to the construction of the Fittyman Creek sanitary sewer?
So moved.
Trustee Berrien,
Second.
Trustee Gray, discussion? This donation is, we're putting the water line and sewer line down 159th Street, and Mr. Leopolis was gracious enough to donate the property to us, so this way we can get the pipe in and we can start soon. Other than that, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Knights-Petrowski?
Aye.
Trustee Barrion?
Aye.
Trustee Gray?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 3, is there a motion to direct the finance director to initiate the proposed $500,000 fiscal year end April 30th, 2017 general fund transfer in accordance with the standard operating procedure number 2?
So moved.
Trustee Barrion,
A second.
Trustee Rogers, discussion?
Maybe just a quick explanation from John.
Well, more good news to report. The general fund had a surplus of in excess of 500 from last fiscal year, and according to our guidelines, it is well above the maximum fund balance requirements. So the general fund could afford to do an equity transfer of $500,000 to the Park and Recreation Fund and still stay above the maximum fund balance requirement. So that SOP number 2 does require board action for such a transaction to occur. I'd like to back it up and do it as of April 30, 2017, and consider this, if the board does this, consider it a budget adjustment.
Okay.
So we have done this in the past.
Yes, we have. Almost every year. It's a good thing.
Yes, indeed.
Are there any other questions for John? Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Gray?
Aye.
Trustee Knights-Petrowski?
Aye.
Trustee Barrion?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 4, is there a motion to approve the attached one-year lease agreement with Peterson Properties for the 15757 Anico Drive, Unit 3, Homer Glen, Illinois? It is understood that the village will pay $2,250 per month from June 1st, 2017 through May 31st, 2018.
I so move.
All right, Trustee Suisse and Trustee Trachey. Discussion.
Just wondering if, most of this is storage for the,
EMA.
and we can't use the storage that we have here now?
The trucks are too tall.
Right.
It won't fit.
And the trucks, the buildings out here are too leaky to contain. And I know we've put it out to bid for a new building. You want to fill us in on that?
We've done some repairs on the bigger building, so that now is able to house some of the park equipment. We haven't done anything. We've modified some electric and plumbing because the way it was configured. The proposal is to do this one-year lease, and then in the fall move forward with another building replacing the smaller building. This lease has a 90-day termination clause. We're thinking we'll probably need into the winter. We'd probably get it under roof under winter and then finish the build out over the winter months. When our crews are done working on the outside, they can work on the inside.
So this would be the last year, God
Yes.
willing, that we can be out of all our leases and we'll own all the property that we're in.
Yeah, we anticipate sometime in September, maybe October, coming to the board with a formal plan on the building replacement, so you can see the size, the layout, and cost and all that. But we would plan to bid it out in the fall.
All right. Then that would save the village probably another $25,000 a year, so it's another good thing. Any other questions?
I would just say for the record, the lease is the same. There's no rate
Yes, there's no
increase.
changes. No rate increase. Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Knights-Petrowski?
Aye.
Trustee Barrion?
Aye.
Trustee Gray?
Motion carries. And is there a motion to assign a Class E liquor license, temporary license, to Annunciation Byzantine Catholic Church located at 14610 South Wilcook Road, Homer Glen, for the Prairie Fest occurring on August 11th through the 13th, 2017?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Trachey, Trustee Gray. Is there any discussion?
I just, relative to the fest in itself, just, encourage people to step by there and see it. It is a really great event. It draws a lot of people from all over the place. The fest itself, the grounds that it's on they're amazing. They do a lot of work out there and it looks really great. It's a fun fest, so I would just encourage people to mark their calendars for the 11th through the 13th and go by and check it out.
Sounds good. Any other questions? Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Suisse?
Aye.
Trustee Rogers?
Aye.
Trustee Gregg?
Aye.
Trustee Barrian?
Aye.
Trustee Nancy-Chouwaki?
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any old business? Is there any new business? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.